what's going on? Yep, time to do another video, but as usual, first things first, check out this goofy fucking clip. Here we go. Alright, so as you can see, it's our buddy Blue Flaming Ninja. Yeah, as a lot of you guys know, me and him were sort of buddy-buddy. He was showing me some cool reach maps, and I helped him get some achievements in reach. And yeah, we agreed on a lot of things, and things were pretty cool between us, but then, you know, he turned out to be a fucking Nazi, basically. So, yeah, our little friendship, or whatever you want to call it, didn't last. Anyway, he hasn't spoken to me ever since, and I haven't spoken to him ever since. It's been about a year now. But from time to time, he would tag along with me and my bro in Invasion, and he would often get put on the enemy team, and yeah, it didn't work out so good for him a lot of the time. He's not good. And some funny clips I recorded in the past of me totally crapping on his face, and this is one of them. So yeah, check it out, it's pretty funny. Just watch how bad he is. Like, look at him react to my grenades that I'm throwing at him. He's just like, so slow, like, I don't know what to do. I'm not even trying. Hey, Blue, I'm right in fucking front of you, dude. Oh well, fuck it. You're done.
Revenge.
So yeah, he's not very good. Yeah, sorry guys, I know this video is nothing special. It's just sort of goofy. But whatever. I thought it was funny, so I put it up. So he respawned over there by the water. He's coming in over here. So I'm gonna drop down and assassinate him. I think I fucked it up. Oh, fucking lame. That was close. I fucked that up. So anyway, I'm shooting him in the back, and he fucking gets away. He picked the evade class, I think, so he's able to just sort of dart away real quickly. Yep, so there he goes. He's going up the lift. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I get him good here. I love this trick. This is a good way to kill a bitch.
One minute remaining.
Miss! Nailed him, alright. Yeah, I was a little sloppy with the aiming there, but I got him. I got his bitch ass. Yep, not bad at all. So anyway, yeah guys, let's talk about some Halo shit. Yeah, some Halo shit I wanted to talk about. Right. What the fuck was I gonna talk about? I forgot. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, the Halo Reach. That's what we're gonna talk about. Yeah, now I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am a little hyped. Just a little. Just a tiny bit. Just hyped just a tiny amount. My Halo boner has a little bit of sensitivity in it right now. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, if you flicked my Halo boner right now, there might actually be a little bit of sensation. I might actually feel a little something. Just maybe. Now I know, normally my reaction to anything new that 343 is up to would be something along the lines of, oh, I'm sure it will be mediocre or terrible with a side of bullshit wallet rape microtransaction butt fuckery on the side, you know? Yeah. And it's totally not going to be worth it. That's usually the kind of reaction I have to whatever the fuck 343 is up to these days. You know, I mean, can you blame me? I mean, Halo 5 has microtransactions, Halo Wars 2 has microtransactions, and of course, Halo Infinite is said to have microtransactions. So, whatever. Of course, I feel negative about what 343 is up to. But yeah, so this is a little different though. This is PC we're talking about here. Computer gaming, yeah. The PC gaming world, where if the developers fuck up, the fans can often help fix the problem. So this changes things a good bit, you know? This is a little fucking different. And of course what I'm talking about is Halo MCC getting Halo Reach, and then also going on to PC with some enhanced features, you know, like 60 frames per second, better resolution. Maybe they'll add some new features, you know, like gameplay features. I don't know. Maybe they'll add microtransactions and totally shit on my face. Maybe some mods will be accessible, and we'll have some really cool fucking Halo Reach mods that anyone can easily access without having a fucking crazy modded Xbox to do it with. Yeah, that would be fucking cool, you know? So, we'll see, you know? Yeah, this actually does interest me a little bit, since Reach is my favorite game. Now, before you guys call me a 343 fanboy or something crazy like that, just hear me out, okay? Just hear me out. So you guys know how I feel about 343, right? It's the company that's been close to a decade of doing pretty much next to nothing but dog shit, disappointment after disappointment, hardly any success. Oh man, let's take a trip down memory lane, huh? What do you say? Let me think here. What did I like about 343's work in the past? Alright, let's look at the Halo 1 remaster that they did in 2011, right? Yeah. That wasn't too shabby, you know. Granted, it lacked the Halo 1 multiplayer for Xbox Live at the time, but other than that, it was pretty solid. I enjoyed the skulls that they added. It gave a map pack to Reach, which was nice, even though fucking it was just a bunch of older Halo game maps brought back to life for Reach, but even though some of the maps were rarely ever fucking playable, like that forest map or that city map, I can't even fucking remember their names, because that's how little I give a shit and how little I actually got to play them in matchmaking. You know, the city map, the one that was in Halo 2, I think it's called like, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. It was one of the better big team maps in Halo 2. It was like a big city. It was pretty cool. But yeah, they remade it for Reach, and you could hardly ever get to play it. It was pretty lame. And in big team battle, you would like never see it show up. Pretty lame. But whatever, it wasn't a big deal. Reach is still a kick-ass game, and you could play that. You could play the maps pretty easily if you stuck to the 4v4 anniversary playlist. Although that forest map, Timberland, I forget what they call it in Reach. Maybe they still call it Timberland in Reach. I can't remember. But that one is pretty sick. It's alright. Well, it's not that good. It's just sort of random. A bunch of trees and hills everywhere. So, whatever. I don't really give a shit. It wasn't that big of a deal. What am I trying to say here, though? Halo 1, the remaster in 2011. It was only $40, which was kind of cool, you know. It wasn't $60, so that was cool, you know. I mean, that's a fair price in my opinion. $30 to $40 for Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. I think that's a decent price. $60 would have been bullshit to me. I mean, ODST was $60, and I thought that was pretty crappy considering ODST just feels like an expansion to Halo 3, but whatever. Then Halo 4 happened, and I only liked a few things about that game. Teabagging robots and teabagging holograms are hilarious. That shit was fucking hilarious, man. I do enjoy that they added that. That was fucking funny. The story for Halo 4, that was fairly flawed, but the back and forth between the voice actors for Chief and Cortana, that was well done, so I'll give credit to that. You know, the emotional level was there, you know. It was pretty moving, the level of emotion. It was kind of ruined because of the dog shit storytelling. I mean, the villain was really weak. It was like an MCU villain, one of the worst ones. The Didact reminds me of the bad guy from Thor 2, you know? Like, that really hurt the game. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of like weird sciencey backstory, complicated stuff, and a lot of stuff is outside of the game and in books. And the only way you can better understand it is by going into those books and looking through everything. And even then, there's a lot of contradictions and stupid shit that doesn't make much sense. So yeah, the story for Halo 4 is fairly flawed. But I am just saying that the back and forth between Cortana and Chief, I enjoyed that. I thought that was not too shabby. The SAW, the SAW, the SAW, or whatever the fuck it's called, the SAW. It's a, a handheld machine gun cannon thing, Tommy gun looking motherfucking thing with a big old barrel clip on it. Yeah, overpowered as fuck, but it's just plain fucking awesome, right? I mean, here you are running around with a handheld super cannon, just shitting on everybody, You felt like Tony fucking Montana with that thing, Like, it was a big-ass burp cannon, It's just badass. But yeah, it was overpowered. But, it was still, like, super fucking awesome to use. You just feel so fucking Rambo over the top with that thing. Anyway, the game launched with a super overpowered DMR with sick fucking auto-aim that any scrub could get good at using. And also the game launched with the bolt shot, and that weapon at launch put over half of the game's power weapons to shame. Like the sword, the shotgun, what do you call that stupid gun? The scatter shot, this fucking alien shotgun that the Prometheans use. Even the FRG, like a lot of power weapons, the Brute Hammer, like all these power weapons are shit compared to the fucking bolt shot. At launch, anyway. Eventually, they patched the game and made the DMR and bolt shot not as good, but when Halo 4 first launched, for the first, 6 months or so, the DMR and bolt shot were fucking godly. Like, anyone with the bolt shot and DMR combo in Halo 4 multiplayer would rape just about anyone who didn't use the same exact combo. It was broken as fuck. But it was fun as hell to use on any bitches who were too fucking stupid to not use it themselves. But, it was broken and that was bad, but I got to use it on a bunch of morons and it felt really good because I was just so overpowered, Anyway, so that's about it for Halo 4 for things that I liked. Everything else about Halo 4 was mediocre or shit to me. I guess I did like the graphics a little bit. It's not a bad looking game for a 360 title. Some areas of the game did look pretty weak. Like the water on the waterfalls, it looked really fucking fake and blocky and edgy, Sticky grenade trails, they looked pretty weak in a lot of ways. Details on like the Warthog, like it looked like the fucking like tow cable hook was just painted on instead of actually physically there, So yeah, some things were stupid looking, but yeah, most of the game looked pretty cool. I would argue. I can't remember honestly that well. I haven't played Halo 4 or even looked at that game's gameplay online in like years. That's how much I fucking don't care about Halo 4. But yeah, sadly, it was a bad Halo game in the gameplay department. The Call of Duty mechanics and influences were lame. I'm sorry, Halo needs to be Halo, and Call of Duty needs to just fuck off, because fuck Call of Duty. Anyway, then the MCC came out, and it was basically broken trash for a little over 4 years, maybe 5, I don't know, something like that. But I heard lately that it's about 80 to 90% fixed now. That's what I hear, I don't know, but if that's true, then that's great, I guess. That's good, I guess. Not really great, I mean... great would be them launching the game working. But whatever, I guess it's good news. Better late than never, right? Although I would say still not fucking good enough. I mean, I don't give a rat's ass, honestly, considering it's dumb to get an Xbox One in the first place anyways, and totally not worth it to get an Xbox One just for a decent version of the MCC and a bunch of crappy / mediocre exclusive titles like Crackdown 3 or whatever. But speaking about getting an Xbox One, now that Halo is shifting to PC in a huge way, apparently. That's what 343 is shooting for, I guess. It's more dumb than ever now to own an Xbox One, really. I mean, the reasons for owning an Xbox One are pretty fucking shitty and low right now. I guess if you can find one for dirt cheap for like $100 to $200 or whatever, whatever. Still, it's a waste of time, honestly. Well, maybe if like you're a teenager, I guess it's okay to have an Xbox One. I know a lot of younger gamers out there don't care much for PCs, or they don't have a good gaming PC or whatever. I don't know, but it's whatever. Anyway, then Halo 5 came out, right? And oh my God, Halo fucking 5. Oh shit. Do I have a bone to pick with Halo 5? Shit story mode experience, storyline and gameplay-wise. It's just pretty much all shit in the Halo 5 campaign. A lack of content, especially at launch. Jesus Christ, you know. No big team, no Forge, you know. Theater's broken and shit. I think theater is still broken in Halo 5. Maybe they fixed it, I don't know. I do know it was broken for the longest fucking time, you know. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's no split screen. That pretty much kills the game entirely for any real Halo fans. Call of Duty-like gameplay again. You got aim-down sights, fast kill times, noob-friendly, you know, fucking auto-aim, fucking hit markers and shit. You know, fuck that, dude. That belongs in Call of Duty. That belongs to nothing. No game should have that trash. Or it should be like an option that's toggleable for some other game type. I don't know. I don't like it, okay? I'm just saying I don't like it. Anyway, and of course, the horseshit wallet rape in Halo 5. Yeah, the microtransaction bullshit. The worst Halo game ever, basically, Halo 5, you know? The only thing good that really came out of Halo 5, if you ask me, was the frame rate, I guess. Yeah, the 60 frames. Whoop-de-fucking-do, you know? Even the graphics were not that great, you know? They were just a shade above Halo 4 visuals, honestly. But speaking of the frame rate in Halo 5, like, it does work well most of the time, but I've seen some videos where, like, in Forge and a few other areas of the game, it lags like a bitch, so whatever. Fuck that game. And I really don't care too much about frame rate, honestly, though, because, like, you guys know me. I'm a big Halo Reach 360 fan. And that game has 30 frames per second, and sometimes it drops in frames on some of the bigger firefight maps, like Glacier or that Outpost one. I forget, is it called Outpost? The one, it's got like an orange-reddish sky, and there's two big Covenant turrets, and you have that little base, and you have to protect it. That map gets pretty laggy in split screen for firefight, but whatever. I don't really give a shit, and I still play the game just fine, so I'm satisfied with Reach, but that's just me. So, yeah, I really don't care too much about frame rate. I think people make too much of a big fucking deal out of frame rate. As long as the game is playable, fucking whatever. I'm not that picky, you know? Okay, so what was I talking about? Yeah, sometime after Halo 5, 343, they made a few of the map packs for several older Halo games, like Reach, Halo 3, Halo 4, that kind of thing. They made those map packs free, so that was cool for anybody who didn't get the maps and wanted to check them out or whatever. Granted, it was pretty late to do something like that. A lot of playlists in a lot of these games are pretty much derelict, and you won't be able to find a match on these maps, really. Not really. Kind of, but not really. But still, it was nice that 343 did that, so people could, get the complete game with all the maps, basically, for those respective Halo games. So that was a nice thing that 343 did. Then Halo Wars 2 came out. You guys remember that one? Huh? Yeah? No? Yeah, I didn't think so. Anyway, all I remember is it didn't sell very well. Like, it sold, like, 200 to 300,000 copies or something, last I checked. It didn't do that great. Like, nobody fucking cared. But, yeah, I do remember its story being ass. I do remember that it was a mediocre strategy game, basically, you know? Like a lot of the Age of Empires games, Command and Conquer games, and StarCraft games totally take a dog shit right on this fucking game's face. And of course, Halo Wars 2 has some bullshit microtransactions, so fuck that game, just like Halo 5. So around the time shortly after Halo 4 and the arrival of the dog shit Xbox One launch, that's pretty much when I gave up on 343 and Microsoft and Xbox's future completely. Like, that was pretty much it for me. After seeing that, I was like, fuck this. This looks like it sucks shit. So, yeah, after seeing how badly the MCC launched, how badly Halo 5 was received, Halo Wars 2, nobody fucking cares about that game. After seeing how all three of those shit games turned out, I was glad that I made the choice of abandoning Halo's future with 343. At least for the time being, you know, like, you know, they're not doing so good. But yeah, about a year ago, around E3 last year, they announced Halo Infinite, you know. Right, about a year ago, I guess? Yeah, right. They announced it last E3. Yeah, I remember I first saw it because I was watching Yong Ye's channel. That was before I found out he was a fake outrage dick sucker, basically. But, yeah, he said some stupid shit during that E3. He praised Phil Spencer. That was... sorry, I can't get over that. No, you're not living that one down, Yong. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, I remember, like, there were people in the chat saying, Halo Infinite microtransactions. People were already making jokes that the game would have microtransactions right at the same time they were watching the trailer hit for the first time. Like, that's how quickly people were assuming, hey, I bet you this fucking shit's gonna have microtransactions, you know? Like that's how fucking fast a lot of gamers were on the uptake. But, yeah, shortly after that trailer launched, a few weeks later, a few months later, something like that, some folks found out that 343 was trying to hire some people who specialized in manipulating players' addictive personality traits. You know, to exploit motherfuckers, to get them to buy microtransactions, to pressure people into paying for microtransactions. Yep. And when confronted about this, 343 was very fucking stupid, and they responded by telling us that, well, of course there's going to be microtransactions, just not the bad loot box kind, yeah? You know, that's basically what they said, and as if that's supposed to make us feel better, right? Like, well, we're not going to chop your fucking arm off, we're just going to take your fingers. You know, like, what the fuck? Anyway, and of course, with how shitty 343 have been over the years when it comes to wallet rape and making video games in general, how can we be expected to trust these cocksuckers, right? I mean, Jesus. And now they're doing this thing in the gaming world right now where instead of calling it microtransactions, they're trying to change the name, sort of, so to speak, to this so-called games as a service business model. GAAS. Gas. Gas. Oh shit, I smell gas. Something stinks. So yeah, gas. Which is basically a fancier name for, or fancier term for, it's similar to microtransaction games. Basically, like Fortnite or whatever, you know? So, yeah, this isn't good. And, yeah, they also, I remember when around the time that they announced Halo Infinite, or were talking about the next big Halo game, they said something about how they joked, it was like an April Fool's thing, about how they're not going to do a Battle Royale type thing for the next Halo or whatever. Guess what? They recently just fucking said that they are looking at the success of games like Black Ops 4, Fortnite, Apex Legends, and other, you know, shitty online, noob-friendly, online-only microtransaction games, right? And Now, they're apparently considering making Halo Infinite similar to those kinds of games. So that's great, huh? Yeah, wonderful, right? They also said that the game will be a sequel to Halo 5, if I remember correctly. That's what they fucking said, right? I remember Frank O'Connor saying something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he said something like that. But now they're saying that it's a spiritual reboot. What the fuck? What does that mean exactly? When they say that, I'm thinking like maybe like God of War 4, kind of like what they did with that game's story, I guess. I don't know. It sounds weird. You know what it also sounds like? It also sounds like they're making shit up as they go, and 343 doesn't have a fucking clue with what they want to do in regards to this Halo Infinite game that they're working on. It looks like Halo Infinite's going to be my ass, you know? And with the heads over at 343 and Microsoft saying things like, it's Microsoft's philosophy to make sure a game is great before launch. Like, okay, you guys are saying stuff like that, huh? Really, assholes? Really? You motherfuckers over at Microsoft, you consider the MCC, Rare Replay, State of Decay 2, Quantum Break, Sea of Thieves, Halo 5, Crackdown 3, and others, you consider those to be great at launch? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you not self-aware at all? I call horseshit. Man. You know what? They're just saying this shit because they're trying to pretend like they can do no wrong, like nothing's wrong, like everything is fucking fine. No, dude. But you know what? In a way, can you really blame them? Come on, right? Can you really blame them? Let me ask you guys a question here, all right? What would you do if you were in the shoes of Phil Spencer, Frank O'Connor, Bonnie Ross, Kiki Wolfkill, etc., you know, all those douchebags that they fired? What would you do, huh? What if you were in the shoes of 343 and Microsoft, eh? What, would you walk out onto the stage at E3 of 2019 and tell the audience, hey, everybody, we fucking suck at our jobs, and, well, we basically got nothing for you again. Sorry, we stink. Yeah, are they going to fucking do that? Or would you fucking do that? Of course not. So, of course, they're going to talk to us like we're fucking stupid and pretend that nothing is wrong. Typical corporate horseshit. Typical corporate assholes being assholes, right? So, anyone thinking that these people are amazing at making quality games, I'm sorry. If you think that, you need to get your fucking head checked, okay? The only thing that these pricks, that these business assholes are amazing at is taking advantage of dumbass fanboy types, which isn't really hard at all, honestly. The sad reality is that there's hardly any talent at Microsoft when it comes to making quality games right now. That's how it feels anyways. I mean, honestly, it really seems like the indie developers out there are putting better games on the fucking Xbox One than the actual fucking pricks at Microsoft and the AAA developers, that's for sure. Anyway, all the horseshit from 343 and the few good things that they have done aside, that I liked, aside, putting all that aside, I'm actually a tiny bit hyped for Reach coming to PC. Like, don't get me wrong, fellas. Damn controller, hold on. I need a drink. Man, I gotta take a piss. Fuck. Alright. Don't get me wrong, though, fellas, okay? Like, the hype that I have could easily be smashed into fucking bits at any second that this thing launches on PC, you know? So don't think that I've turned into a 343 fanboy just yet, okay, guys? Okay? Bear with me here. I got some concerns, of course. Unlike a lot of you 343 fanboys, I don't just see sunshine and fucking rainbows whenever it comes to 343 announcing something that might sound good, okay? This company has fucked up royal a lot, okay? I'm not just about to start kissing them on the ass just because, you know, this Reach coming to PC announcement, all right? Like, I need more information. I need to see some fucking results. Then I will give credit where it is due. You know, something that a lot of you Halo YouTubers, aka shills, aka hypocrites, and or aka 343 dick-sucking fanboys don't ever do correctly, okay? So apparently the details are a bit iffy on this. There are some questions answered, there are some questions unanswered. How do we get the game exactly? How will it work exactly if we already own MCC? How does it work when you already have Game Pass? Is it going to be DLC? How much will this shit cost? Are they going to break the game up into certain portions and sell it to us individually or whatever? How the hell is crossplay going to work? You know, that kind of thing. Like, some of these questions have answers right now. Some of them don't. Now, before anyone tells me, they said that this would happen, blah, 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 or it's going to go down like this, blah, 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 you know, like, before anybody does that, looking at you, GLL, just admit it that you have no fucking idea how this is really going to go and play out. Just admit it. It's 343. They lie a lot. They mislead a lot. They change shit up all the time. They break promises a lot. You never know what's up with these fucking pricks. It really feels like nothing is ever set in stone with these guys, you know? Now, you guys know, I think Ackman is quite a bit of a jackass, and, but one thing that he bitched about with 343 is something that I agree with him on heavily. And that's when 343 changes the playlists in the games, just for the sake of fucking changing them, you know? Like, how it's annoying how if they make a playlist that you like, you can expect to kiss it fucking goodbye shortly within a month or two. Nothing ever sticks with these pricks at 343, and that's very annoying, and Ackman is right about that. They always change shit up. It's like, oh, look, we got 2v2 team snipes. I love that shit. Yay! You play it, and then all of a sudden they remove it completely and you never see it again. And you're just like, fuck, I missed that playlist. What the hell? You know? They do this to a lot of playlists. Bungie did it. To be fair, Bungie did it sometimes, you know, but they never did it to this degree where it's just pissing everyone off. But anyway, one of the big reasons I like Invasion in Halo Reach is because they haven't really fucking changed that playlist in several fucking years. Thank you! I like the way that Invasion works on Halo Reach, on the 360. I got used to it being that way. If they changed it, it would probably bug the shit out of me. You know, even if they change it for the better, like, I'd still have to get used to it, you know, and that's kind of a drag. Although that would be nice if they made it a little bit better. I don't know what they could do much to make it much more better, but I guess, I don't know. That's for another video, I guess. Actually, I don't even care to make a video like that. Yeah, who really cares? Anyway, but these days I play so little Halo that I really wouldn't fucking care what they do with Reach online anymore anyways, you know? Like, I just looked online, there's like 60 people in the Invasion playlist right now, and there's probably only going to be like 20 towards midnight here, if that. So, yeah, Reach online, or just playing Halo online in general, to me is pretty much done with anyhow. Like, I really don't care that much. Thinking about canceling an Xbox Live account here, just because I don't use it that much anymore. Honestly, if I ever play Reach these days, it's rarely online, and I usually just play custom firefight matches with my bro, because it's more entertaining a lot of the time. Anyways, yeah, guys, due to my massive lack of faith in 343, this is what I think will happen, okay? Halo Reach will eventually show up on PC, and it will be a glitchy, unfinished, broken, dumbass waste of time mess. It'll cost about 10 to 30 bucks, and it won't really be worth it, especially if you're like me and you're having a fine enough time playing the game on 360. Personally, I think they should give us the game on PC for free, you know, to make up for a ton of the fucking blunders of the past that they've caused, you know. But But hey, if we had things my way, we wouldn't have Space Call of Duty, and instead we would actually have real fucking Halo games out of Halo 4 and Halo 5, but, you know, that's what would happen if I was in charge. But yeah, eventually though, modders and 343 will patch it up, and maybe then it'll be worth getting into, you know? Maybe we can also get some cool mods that will add some replay value to the game that it never had on the 360 and Xbox One, you know? So yeah, that's the only thing that's making me slightly interested, honestly. That and, you know, the smoother frame rate, and even that I don't give too much of a crap about. Like I said, guys, I mean, shit, I still play Smash Brothers 64 on my Wii U from time to time, for fuck's sake, you know? Gotta love that Star Fox. Anyway, or 343 could nail it at launch and everything works flawlessly, which I sincerely doubt. But regardless, if Reach on the MCC on PC turns out to ultimately be the better version of the game in the long run, then I might relent and get into it, and then I'll admit that 343 finally did something kick-ass for me. Sorry I'm not more excited, okay, guys? I want to be, but I just don't care that much about Halo these days. 343 has kind of shat all over Halo, you know, and shat all over my expectations and hype, and, you know, it's just kind of sad. So, whatever. I'm trying to be hyped here, like a lot of you guys, but, it's hard, okay? I talked to my girlfriend about it. I told her that I'm a little enthusiastic about Halo Reach coming to PC, actually. That's what I told her, and I said, I hope Halo Reach on PC works out good. I hope everything goes down smoothly. I hope it's not a glitchy fucking mess. I hope, you know, that everything works good and is priced fairly, and we can have a good time playing mods on Reach. That's what I hope. I hope it works out. I do. I'm not just some 343 hater, okay? Like, I want them to do a good job. I do. And if they do, I'll give them credit where it's due. I will. So, yeah, I told my girlfriend that, and I was just like, yeah, you know, like, I'm a little enthusiastic about this, actually. I'm trying to be a little optimistic here. I'm a little bit hyped. I think that, you know, this might work out positively for Halo. And she told me, no, you don't, you asshole. If you were enthusiastic, you wouldn't say that, I bet 343 will fuck it up. So, yeah, I think she's got a point. What do you guys think? Anyway, I'm sorry, fellas, okay? 343 has failed me so much. It's hard for me to be positive, even when the news is good. That's just it, though. It's just news. It's just noise. It's nothing, basically, a whole lot of nothing. I'm waiting for something real, something physical that I can enjoy. Then I'll be happy. I want hard results, something that makes me go, wow, thank you, 343. I'm having a lot of fun being a gamer because of you. That's what I want from 343, and I've never really gotten that from them, not really. So I like to base my hype on track record to a large degree. For example, I think that whatever Nintendo is doing with the main Zelda games and Mario games will most likely be pretty sweet, because those last few ones they made were decent enough, yeah. Now, I have a pretty huge lack of faith in 343, considering that the last big games that they made were basically mediocre and dog shit. A combination of mediocre dog shit, you know? So can you blame me from using the past to judge the future? Don't we all do that to a degree? If you have a father who's abusive, who kicked the shit out of you for like a decade of your life, and then he comes back into your life one day and he's like, hey son, take me back. I'll be good and do nice things. Are you gonna trust him right away? No. Anyway, maybe that was the kind of an extreme analogy. I think I've used that one before, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I'll level with you 343 fanboy types in this video, though. It does sound like good news. sounds like good news. Key word there, sounds. It might turn out to be shit, you know? Remember Diablo 3 on PC at launch? That was a fucking nightmare. Remember the MCC at launch? Yeah. You know, what about Arkham Knight on PC at launch? Fucking nightmares. I'm just saying, guys, I'm just fucking saying. Something bad like that may very well fucking happen. This is 343 we're talking about here, so let's not start sucking their dicks just yet. Okay? Okay? Like, be weary. Be a smart gamer. Don't give in to hype too easily. I see a lot of 343 fanboy types sending 343 pizzas. You know? Sending them a lot of pizzas and shit. Because they're excited. I'm just saying, you know, hold your horses. You know, be excited when you get some actual fucking results, you know? But I guess it makes sense to be a little excited. I mean, there is potential. Maybe not that much, at least not at first, but there is some. So don't get too hyped, okay? That's all I'm saying. Like, you might be setting yourself up for disappointment, you know? Now, I know that shit doesn't bug a lot of you morons out there with low standards who use mommy and daddy's money to buy all their video games. I get that. But to a lot of real-life thinking people out there, this is an issue, okay? I'm just throwing warnings out there, okay, folks? So, yeah, if this works out good for Halo Reach and it gets a fine place on PC with sick mods, which I'm sure it will eventually, maybe not at launch, though, but when it happens, if it happens, I hope it happens, then I'll be happy and I'll compliment 343 a little bit. Until then, I still have a massive lack of faith and still think Halo Infinite will be shit. It is what it is, okay? 343 still has a lot of fucking making up to do. Like I said, guys, it's been close to a decade, basically, of 90% failures from 343 and about 10% successes, give or take. So anyway, guys, I'm done talking about Halo shit now. So if that's all you came for, then just click off the video, because now I'm going to talk about Captain Marvel and some SJW shit. Yeah, this should piss off the Nazis. So yeah, if you're a Nazi douchebag, you might want to leave before you get triggered. Alright, so I saw the Captain Marvel movie, right? It's pretty sweet. I give the movie about a 7 or an 8 out of 10, somewhere around there. So yeah, in your faces, salt-right, sargonite, fucking Nazi shitbag, incel mayonnaise boy, bro flakes, you fucking losers said that the movie would flop. Wrong. And then when the movie was coming out a little closer to launch time in theaters, right before the movie came out, you losers were saying that, oh, they're going to lose at least 100 million because they pissed off us basement-dwelling no-lifers. Wrong. You shitlord reactionary tiki tortures had no negative impact on the movie's success at all. If anything, you just made normal people like me want to see it even more. Honestly. It's just lame, though, that you racist and sexist monster people out there had to behave like this. You know why? You know why? You destroyed any legitimate criticism that one could make towards movies like Black Panther or Captain Marvel. Like if you didn't like the movie, if you say you didn't like the movie or you didn't like some certain things about the movie, people might think that you're just a racist or a sexist or something. A lot of the time they would be right, but not all of the time. And it's because of you morons that this is a problem, that this is a thing. Like, good job, dickweeds. But anyway, yeah, I liked the movie for the most part. But if I were to say something negative about the movie, someone might call me a sexist, you know? And it's because of you fucking idiots. Way to go. Oh, well, I don't care. I don't care. I know I'm not a sexist. I know I liked the movie for the most part. And I know that you Hitler Youth kids out there ate shit on this one, and that's fucking great. See, apparently, when the movie first launched in theaters here in the U.S., about 50,000 negative reviews popped up all over the internet, online, to say that the movie sucked in the first 2 hours. In the first 2 hours, you know, before anyone could actually legitimately watch and finish the fucking movie. That's kind of record-breaking for negative reviews before anyone could even see the fucking movie. So, you losers seriously have no lives, and I think that shit's hilarious as fuck. And now I'm hearing a lot of you douchebags are saying things like Marvel and Disney paid a bunch of people off to get tickets and to fill the seats for the film in theaters. So now we're entering into Alex Jones levels of conspiracy theory horseshit. Like, are you fucking serious? What's next? Did George Soros pay off Marvel too? You know? Like, holy shit. Can't you motherfuckers just let it go? You lost. No one really bought into your racist and sexist lies that you spread about Brie Larson, okay? Anyone buying into that bullshit is seriously fucked in the head and doesn't have a clue about what's really fucking going on here. The reality is that only a few thousand bitches ate that shit up. Meanwhile, millions of people who actually have lives did not let those lies trick them, okay? You nerds want to act like you control how popular superhero films are. Guess what? Maybe that was true once upon a time, but not anymore. Sorry, losers. Pretty much everybody watches these movies now. And Brie Larson never said anything racist. Get that through your fucking heads, you fucking morons. She just wants more people involved in film criticism instead of pretty much mostly just white dudes. That's all. She's got nothing against white dudes, you know? She just wants more opinions from more people. Not just white motherfuckers. Like I said in my last video, that is what you call a push for equality. That is the opposite of racism. You morons and assholes are fucking nuts for thinking otherwise. You don't get it. You're evil. You're dumb. You're stupid assholes. You're a combination of stupidity and evil. Anyway, whatever. I heard many of you creepers saying things like, oh, of course the movie's gonna do well. All superhero movies do well. So what? That doesn't mean anything. But guess what, bitches? Josh Trank, he recently came out, the director of Fant4stick, and you know what he said to you bitches? He said, "Hold my fucking beer." You know? Like, seriously, you 30-year-old virgins have got nothing. You all really need to get lives. You want some of my advice? Here. Go outside, be nice to somebody, and maybe if you're lucky, a girl might touch your penis and you might experience happiness for the first time in your life. You know, who fucking knows? I don't know. I'm sure it'll work out good for you if you just do something like that instead of being a hateful fucking loser. Huh? You know, maybe. But yeah, the movie, right, the movie is like the 6th best opening film weekend of all time, which is quite a fucking feat. So here's to hoping that Endgame isn't ass. I want to see that Professor Hulk, goddammit. That would be fucking awesome, right? Fucking Bruce Banner is now the Hulk, but he's as smart as Bruce Banner, and he gets a rematch with Thanos and kicks his fucking ass. That would be cool. But I don't know if that'll happen, but, you know, I just think it would be kind of fun to watch. Anyway, oh, more good news. Disney also did the right thing recently, and they hired back James fucking Gunn. Smart move, Disney. Don't give in to the Nazi fucknut demands. Gunn made some lame fucking jokes, okay? He did. But they were just fucking jokes, though. And he apologized a long time ago for that shit. There's no reason to keep him from bringing us another kick-ass Guardians flick. Now, I know you salt-right dickweeds are going to say, but what about Roseanne? And yeah, I actually agree with you guys. I don't think they should have canceled Roseanne because of what she said. I don't think anybody should really be deplatformed for something like that. It's just words. You know, it's just stupidity. It's not like they actually committed like some serious fucked up crime or something, you know? But, I don't know. Fuck her and her thing. Hold on, guys. I gotta take a whiz real quick. Hold on. man. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I could not hold that shit. Anyway, but yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, don't get me wrong, though. When it comes to fucking Captain Marvel and James Gunn getting hired back, like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure Disney only hired him back because of, a few reasons that are pretty obvious. The outrage. There were like over 1 million people that were disgusted at Disney for shit-canning Gunn over something so fucking stupid. Captain Marvel's success is largely due to James Gunn. Did you guys know that? Yeah, he had a lot to do with that movie's storyline. It's true. And, Disney couldn't find a decent replacement. So, yeah, they hired him back. So, that being said, still good news. It looks like the MCU isn't going into darkness just yet. I gotta say, though, it did occur to me that maybe this whole thing is staged, like it's all a fucking ruse. That this is all just fake outrage to generate attention, basically. I don't know, maybe. I don't think so, but if it is, who cares? Nazis get shit on regardless, so it's whatever to me, as long as the Nazis get shit on. And we get a decent fucking Marvel movie, like Guardians 1 and Guardians 2, so now it looks like Guardians 3 is back on track, and it'll be, just about as good as the other one, so that's great. That's good news. Now, I want to talk about that Sekiro Shadows Die Twice game. That's coming out soon. That looks like it's going to be not half bad, actually, I hope it doesn't suck balls. The new season of Billions is right around the corner. I think that, oh shit, that airs tomorrow night. The first episode of season 4? Fucking sweet, I'm hyped for that shit. I was going to say, I'm owning a lot of expensive and fancy shit nowadays because I'm making decent money at the shop, so I don't want some asshole to rob me because I have a lot of stuff that's worth stealing now. Fancy guitars, crazy game collection, exotic animals, yeah. So, I'm going to beef up the security around this motherfucker. They have the technology for home security has gotten pretty fucking advanced and shit, man. They got some crazy motion sensor cameras that are weatherproof. You put them outside, they have infrared and shit, motion tracking, motherfucking crazy shit. And you can link it up to your cell phone and crap, and I don't know how all that works. I'm not a tech whiz. I'll figure it out. But yeah, you drop like $300 and you can get like 4 cameras and a hub, and yeah, you'll be alerted at any moment that some cocksucker breaks into your fucking yard or through your front or back door or even your windows or something, so yeah, that's pretty sick. I'm probably going to get something like that soon. Yeah, still waiting to see what kind of upgrades that the Nintendo Switch will do. If they don't announce anything by E3, I'm just going to break down and get one. I've been meaning to play that Mario Odyssey. YouTuber Sean, he says it's fucking great. I saw him digging it on a live stream, and I didn't want to watch too much of it because, when there's a game that I know is pretty fucking good and I want to get into it, I don't want to watch 1 million people play it before I fucking play it. Then I'll know what it's like, I kind of want to get into it all on my own by myself, you know what I mean? That way it hits me all at once. Anyway, but yeah, Mario is the king of video games after all, so of course I want to check out Mario Odyssey. Admit it, guys. Admit it. When you think video games, Mario is usually the first fucking thing that pops into your head. Just admit it. Anyway, speaking of Mario, I just beat Mario RPG on my modded 3DS. Goddamn, that game is cherry. And playing it on the little fucking mod program that they have on the 3DS is sick. You can switch all the buttons around. You can fast forward. You can rapid fire toggle every little fucking button. You've got a save state feature that's lightning quick. Yeah, it's the best fucking Mario RPG experience I've ever had. And I also was able to pull off that one fucking glitch where you teach a different character a different skill or whatever. I don't know exactly how it works. A lot of people had problems with it. I had fucking problems getting it to work, but I basically taught Gino and Peach the comeback revive spell ability, so they could both do it, and fucking ridiculously fucking overpowered because of that. But in the end, actually, a lot of people say that Mario, Peach, and what's his fucking name, Geno, is the best character combination in the game, and I think they're right. But I also think that once you reach level 30 with every character and you basically have all the best gear in the game, just fucking do Bowser, Geno, and Mario, and just use their default, their A attacks. Just use their standard attacks. Just steamrolls through everything. Like, I remember I used Mario, Bowser, and Geno to beat Smithy and the weird robot Smithy that you fight at the end. Because I did that shit, I beat the game faster than I ever fucking did. I just steamrolled right through. I took some damage and Bowser almost died. Geno and Super Mario were practically unharmed. They had the Quartz Charm and the Super Suit and Attack Scarf and Lazy Shell Armor, and Bowser, he had his best gear, but that's it. But still, he almost died, but I still was able to just steamroll and just totally just do so much concentrated damage on Smithy. I fucked him up real quick, and yeah, I gotta say, I think that's the best party in the game, is just Mario, Bowser, and Geno. Just do nothing but well-timed A attacks and just steamroll your way through the game. I think that's the quickest way to fucking kick everything's ass in that game. I know a lot of people said that Bowser is shit and he's useless and he sucks, and they got a point to a degree, but I think, I'm just saying, like from my experience, just at the ass end of the game, he's good for just having that extra fucking strength to just smash things even harder, But anyway, Eric, Stangle, man, I'm digging this fucking 3DS modded thing. Kick ass. If you guys still feel like taking me up on my offer, just fucking email me, guys, If you change fucking minds, it's cool, man. It's cool. Be glad to help you. Or if you want something else, just let me know, man. Whatever. We'll see what we can do. I hope you guys are doing well. I got my new Terrabilis Dart Frogs in, so finally got that going. I waited like 8 fucking months for them to be available online, and I finally was able to find somebody selling them, so thank God. And fucking right after I fucking bought them, like 3 days later, they sold out, so clearly they're kind of rare and hard to get a hold of, god damn it, but fucking got them. They're tiny, but they're getting bigger already. Pretty crazy, so I might do a video showing them bitches off. My offer for Stangle and Eric, same goes for you, Tanix, and same goes to you, Sean Reviews. If you guys are cool, man, if you're down, just send me an email, and I'll see about getting you one of these fucking badass little 3DS motherfuckers. They're fucking sweet. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. It's the birthday of one of my good friends tomorrow. He's kind of weird. We hardly ever hang out. He's kind of an asshole, but whatever. He plays Anthem. I know. Yeah, I wish he wouldn't play such shitty games, but whatever. He's my childhood best buddy, so it's his birthday, and we're going to have this big cookout thing over at his brother's fucking fancy schmancy mansion up on the hill. He's a rich bitch. Yep. I would never say that to his face. That might piss him off. But anyway, me and my brother are going up there for the party and whatnot, and apparently, like, their dad is there too, and I think his birthday already happened like a few days ago, but they're going to celebrate his birthday too, because apparently Jake and his dad their birthdays are really close. So I got his dad a knife, and I got Jake Breath of the Wild, right? He has the Nintendo Switch, and I asked him, I was like, you ever play Breath of the Wild? And he's like, no, but I heard it was good. It's like, are you fucking kidding me, motherfucker? You motherfucking have a motherfucking Switch, and you don't have motherfucking Breath of the motherfucking Wild? Motherfucker. So I thought that was ridiculous, so I picked it up as a gift, and I'm gonna get it to him tomorrow, and yeah, gonna eat a lot of crawfish. Hope I don't get sick, and yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I'll catch you later, fellas. See ya.